Hey, what's up, Internet? KK checking in from the American Society for the Advancement of Science conference here in Vancouver, British Columbia. I'm here with Maggie from Boing Boing.
Hi.
We've been looking for each other from the Twitters and just ran into each other and thought we would do a tiny little video blog here. So kind of looks like we're in like Lando Calrissian's Cloud City from Star Wars or something like that.
It does. It's really, like, I got here yesterday and was just like, oh yeah, mountains.
Yeah, right.
Fuck you places with mountains and your prettiness.
I know, with our city like smashed between the oceans on one side and the mountains on the other. Pretty
God,
dope.
yeah, I'm a little resentful.
So, let's talk about what we're learning.
Okay.
What did you learn?
So yesterday I learned that birth control is safer than pregnancy.
Okay.
Which I'd kind of heard of, but had not heard in as much detail.
I guess it kind of makes sense. Is that worldwide, even in the first world?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. It's not so much because that pregnancy is dangerous. It's because of when you look at like the specific risks. So things like deep vein thrombosis, like getting a blood clot.
Yeah.
Or something like a heart attack. I think if I'm remembering correctly, like one of the things they were talking about is that there's like 2 to 14 cases of some kind of heart problem per 10,000 woman years of using birth control versus 20 to 40 cases of like heart attack versus for 10,000 pregnancies.
Right.
Yeah, substantially higher.
Fascinating.
Yeah, so that was really interesting.
Yeah.
And I also learned that...
It's my turn.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you have to ask me. So what's something?
So what did you learn?
Well, I met this really cool evolutionary biologist who's grown 50,000 successive generations of E. coli in his laboratory over 25 years.
That's kind of exciting.
Yeah, in 12 colonies. He's in fact evolved them. He's changed their food supply and he's changed some other distinguishing factors about them, so that he's kind of heroic.
You would feel sort of like responsible for them after a certain point.
Absolutely,
like,
I think he
like
very
these
much.
are my babies.
I think he likes a couple of the colonies better than a couple of the other colonies. He's definitely playing favorites. So, what else did you learn?
Well, I went to a panel on effective aerosols in climate change, and learned a little bit about ways that we're trying to kind of learn how to study things like dust and how that affects different forcings in climate change, whether it goes up or down. And it's really interesting because they've got apparently these giant drums where they recreate atmospheric conditions in the lab. And can inject different chemicals in and blast certain things through, and it sounds like really, really cool equipment, and I really want to be able to check it out at some point.
Yeah, totally cool.
Anything else for you?
Oh, thanks for asking.
Sorry,
I met a guy who is using synthetic biology to create biofuels out of light. So he's essentially like synthetically recreating photosynthesis from scratch to build biofuels.
That's super cool.
Yeah, definitely something worth exploring, huh?
That is definitely worth exploring.
Yeah,
I like it.
All right, anyway, we're totally nerding out, obviously. There's lots of amazing folks here, and I've met some climate change science heroes, and...
Did you meet James Hansen?
I want to. I saw him from a distance, but I'd like to do one of these with him as well.
You should.
Yeah. Okay, so if you want more info, you can check out the AAAS, #ASS, or KK on Twitter, or...
MaggieKB1.
Great. Over now for now, Internet.